Moti.
Source of influencers.
And if you see other magicians, do you know their tricks?
Most of the time, yes, I know them, but I also, I'm the guy who likes to dream with his eyes wide open. So I prefer not to think of how they do it. I like the art of performing and how they present it. But of course, in the back of my head, and I think, oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes it happens that I don't notice, that I really don't know how they do it, and I love this always. We have the World Championship of Magic every 3 years. It's every 3 years in another country, and last year it was in Korea, and I don't know where it will be about in 3 years. But then when I attend a World Championship, then it happens that sometimes somebody come up with a trick or an illusion that I really have no clue, and I'm really in my bed late at night and thinking, what the hell, how he did that? And I also like to know it, you know, that's the whole sport, of course. Yeah. There are some tricks that I really don't know how to know.
I believe Penn and Teller got a show, Fool Us.
Yes, that's great.
And they have some musicians that fool them, right?
Oh yes, yeah, I love Paul. Penn and Teller I really love, because they're very good ambassadors for magic, and they also make their combination of comedy magic is great, and they are also a sensation here at the strip for already 15 years. So, and that program Fool Us, yeah, that goes worldwide. It's a great show.
So your tricks are worth a lot of money.
They are, yeah.
What is the most expensive trick you ever bought?
Oh, the most expensive. Let me think. Well, that is actually one that was an illusion my father built, and it was for an event for Mercedes. And they wanted that an old model of Mercedes changed into the latest model. And my father, who was an engineer, he created this. And this was over $500,000, let's say dollars, not more, let's say 600, because it was in that time before the euro marks. So let's say $600, $600,000, more than $500,000. And we only performed it once. But Mercedes, they invested it because they wanted this for, it was in Dortmund in Germany, and they wanted this. And we only could do it also once, but it was more than $500,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make money with magic because you need a lot of employers, not only the people on stage, but also the technicians. And to develop it, you know, you need a big warehouse. And always working to create it, because it's not easy to become a millionaire with this.
So if you travel around the world, you take all your tricks with you?
Yes, and the whole group, you know.
Everything.
Yeah, but now because we start over again, which I love, you know, sometimes it's good in your life to start over again. So we're here just with 10 people, but when with my big tours like in China and in Europe, we are over 50 people. So it means also nightliners where when we travel, when we do one-nighters, every night in a different city, then we have these sleeping buses. And you need so many people for the pyro, for the sound, for the light, for the equipment, for the costumes. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I'm happy now that we do it with a small group. Then you have a better overview.
So are you still traveling around the world, or do you stay in Vegas?
I prefer that this will be the base, so that I'm based in Las Vegas. I'm always performing in Las Vegas, and then from now on, because I really start over again. You know, in a way, I said goodbye to a great career in Europe, because I was very successful in England, in Germany, and Holland. And beside that, I did Mexico. I was always traveling. But I said, okay, now I focus me on Vegas. But people don't know me here yet, so I really have to. Of course, in 2007 we did Ellen DeGeneres 5 times and Good Morning America, but it's all forgotten by now. That's 12 years ago, you know. There's a whole new generation in the meantime, so you have to start over again. But it's also a good feeling, because then people don't know anything of your past. Not that I have a bad past at all, you know. I have a great past, but it's nice to. I can do now tricks that I do for 20 years, and people say, "Wow, is that new?" You know, that's the cool thing about it. That you can do, like my show in Vegas is absolutely best of. I'm not selling it as the best of show, but to me it's a best of from all the illusions that I collected from the last 30 years. And that's really nice.
And Pamela also used to be on your show.
She was till last year in Germany. She did, out of the 100 shows, she did 30 of them. And we always kept good friends. And she lived for a while in France because her fiance, yeah, her boyfriend, he was famous French football player. But I believe they split up now. But I don't talk with her that frequently, so I think she lives back in LA. So she's actually around the corner.
You don't want her back on your show?
No. That was a great time. No, I would love to for a big TV show or something, you know. Then it's worth to do it. But we've done it, and then in 2012, 7, and we did the 6 months here at the Planet Hollywood, and then we start doing all the gigs all over the world. They ask us to perform, which we did. But sometimes then, you know, it's now a great memory. We should do it maybe once, but then during the Oscars or the MTV Awards, something really big, you know.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.